It's like that old adage or cliche, if you love something, you set it free, and if it comes back to you, well, the fact is, you're not going to have that much control. I think we had a confidence that we had taught our kids what was important. They've seen it through, just living. We're from a large extended family, where people and faith come first. So you just hope for the best. At the end of the day, you don't have any control over that. They're a young adult. They will do what they will do. And so you just have to have faith in your own faith and what you've done, that it will turn out.
And so for us as people of faith, that is turning to God, right? And entrusting your kid to God. And you know that this is, something that you have to come to terms with, but God actually loves your child more than you do. And that's bizarre. I mean, because you think you love your child so much, and then you realize, no, God actually loves my child more than I do. And so, that's nice, because they're with God when they're here.
I think for most parents, helping, especially in this complex and complicated world, anything you can do to help your children, and especially if you got them in what you think are the right path. And one of those is their faith journey. So if you can help your child in their faith journey, and it is so important to know that at Duke, we think we have a campus ministry that's second to none. And, it's not something we were aware of before, but it is comforting to know that. It is still up to your child to get involved and take, full advantage of that. But we, as long as we provide that center, that place that they can go to, people that they can see and meet and share their faith with, then, it's a great start. And it's the best we can do. The rest is up to them.
We could worry and micromanage and ask them if they're going to church, but we don't want to do that. We want to let them make their own decisions and understand that this journey is going to have detours, it's going to have road bumps, it could be smooth and straight, but in general, God never makes it smooth and straight for anybody. And so knowing that the Catholic Center is there for them is a fantastic thing. Knowing that God is there with them on their journey is really comforting. And then our job as parents is simply to pray for them and to trust that they will find their way. When our oldest was coming here, we did not necessarily have the intention of supporting the Catholic Center. We honestly didn't know how things would be on campus. We hoped that she would find a welcoming community, but we didn't know.
I went to Mass, and it just so happened that it was the day after all the sorority picked their, the girls found out whether they were in a sorority, whether they were rejected. And as a parent, that doesn't seem like that important. You know that overall, that's not an important event. But for these young women, it maybe is a crushing time. It may have been a difficult time for some. And so Father Mike took that as part of his homily. He empathized with those that, may have been rejected, but he said, let's keep our eye on the prize. There's a bigger club that you want to be part of to get to heaven. And I thought that was a fantastic way for that, the Catholic Center to be important in these people's lives, to something that may seem insignificant to us as parents, but to them could have been a crushing week. And he addressed it, put it into perspective, and said, basically, hey, there's other more important things, let's move on. Life does not come to an end because of a little setback.
We were here for Alumni Weekend a few years ago, and it happened to also be Palm Sunday, and we brought the entire family with us. So all 5 children are here. I mean, the 2 oldest were already students, and the 3 younger ones came. So it's a 7-hour drive for us. And the Palm Sunday Mass was the first time that the kids had experienced the music liturgy in its fullness. And the Mass was so beautiful, and really everyone enjoyed it. And as we got back in the car for the 7-hour drive home, the kids said that Mass was worth driving 7 hours for. And to hear young children say something like that, I mean, that doesn't happen. Usually there's a little bit of kicking and screaming. So that was a great experience, that we were able to provide our family with a really beautiful experience of Mass.